Every AI tool you've learned so far has one thing in common. You ask and it answers. It's brilliant, but you still do the work of taking that answer and turning it into something real. So here's a question that changes everything. What if the AI didn't just answer you? What if it did the entire job for you, start to finish, while you were doing something else? That's not the future. It's here. And it's called Manus. Welcome to lesson 16. Meet the AI agent you can actually delegate to. To understand Manus, you have to understand one big shift. Everything you've used until now, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, is a chatbot. You give it a prompt, it gives you a reply, one turn at a time while you sit and wait. It's an incredible assistant, but you're still the one copying, pasting, and assembling the final result. Manus is not a chatbot, it's an agent. And the difference is simple. A chatbot hands you a draft, an agent hands you the finished thing. You don't get an answer to work with, you get the work done. Same starting point, completely different ending. One gives you words, the other gives you a deliverable. So what exactly is Manus? Think of it as a digital employee with its own computer. When you give it a task, it doesn't just talk about it. It opens its own workspace in the cloud and gets to work. It searches the web, reads pages, writes documents, analyzes data, even builds and tests simple websites, all the things you'd normally do by hand across a dozen browser tabs. And the best part, it does it on its own in the background. You can hand Manus a task, close your laptop, and go live your life. It keeps working and it lets you know the moment it's ready. That is the works while you sleep idea made real. Here's how it actually works in 4 simple steps. Step 1, you give it a task, plain English, like you're briefing a team member. Step 2, Manus writes a plan. It breaks your task into steps and shows you exactly what it's going to do. Step 3, it executes that plan on its own computer, step by step, and there's a panel called Manus's computer that lets you watch every move it makes, so nothing is a black box. And step 4, it delivers the result, a finished report, a web page, a spreadsheet, a slide deck, ready for you to use. Task, plan, execute, deliver, you start it, it finishes it. Let me show you what that looks like. On the left, it feels familiar, a simple chat where you type your task just like messaging an assistant, but watch the right side. This is where Manus is different. As it works, its computer comes to life. You can see it opening web pages, pulling out the information that matters, writing the document, building the page. Every step is visible, so you're never guessing. And while all of this is happening, you don't have to sit there. You can walk away. The task keeps running in the cloud. When it's finished, you come back to a completed deliverable, not a to-do list. That's the shift from doing the work to reviewing the work. So, what should you actually hand to Manus? Think about the projects that quietly eat your whole week. A deep research report on your market, a competitor breakdown, who they are, what they charge, what people say about them. A first draft of a 1-page website for your new offer, a messy spreadsheet turned into clean charts and insights, a month of content planned out in a calendar, a batch of leads collected and organized. These are perfect agent tasks. They have a clear goal, a few steps in the middle, and a real deliverable at the end. If it's a project you'd normally dread and put off, that's exactly the one to delegate. Now, here's the one skill that makes all of this work. And it's not prompting, it's delegating. Treat Manus like a capable new hire. Give it 3 things: the goal, the context, and what done looks like, who it's for, what format you want, and any must-haves. A vague task gets a vague result. A clear brief gets something you can actually use. So this week, do one thing. Pick a project you've been dreading, write it a clear brief, and let it run. The first time a finished deliverable lands in your lap while you are doing something else, that's the moment your business truly starts running on autopilot. This is Marie with AI on Autopilot Academy. Go delegate something,